Yeah, Stephen, Lauren, the Innocence Inquiry Commission, in the grand scheme of things, makes up a very, very small portion of the state budget, just 13 full-time workers and a budget of $1.6 million a year. But advocates say the work that they do is priceless.
I'd never been in Butler before.
Willie Womble from Durham always said he was never in Granville County in 1975, where he was accused of killing a convenience store clerk. He was sentenced to 80 years.
Did you have any part in the murder?
No, ma'am.
Decades later, in 2014, when he spoke to the Innocence Inquiry Commission, Womble, who can't read or write, said he was beaten by a Durham cop, forced to sign a confession.
Forced me to sign it, by jumping on me.
In the end, Womble was freed, one of 16 people exonerated for crimes they didn't commit, after the state's Innocence Inquiry Commission looked into their cases. Most recently, just yesterday, announcing Clarence Roberts from Fayetteville is now a free man from a murder he didn't commit in Robeson County. Now, the state commission that looked into their cases is on the chopping block.
Well, I think it is shameful that this small allocation of resources in the state that has the potential to do so much good is being targeted and eliminated.
Don Blagrove with Emancipate NC says what makes the commission unique is it's one of the first of its kind as a state agency tasked with investigating claims of inmates who were wrongfully convicted. Blagrove says because they have the power of the state behind them, they have more access to solving those cases than other attorneys can.
So those folks that are doing that investigation into wrongful convictions have access and have the authority and the power to go into local law enforcement agencies and demand to have the opportunity to search for evidence that could be used to help prove someone's innocence.
But State Senate Leader Phil Berger arguing getting rid of the program would save money.
So I think the idea is that there are other entities out there that do pretty much the same thing, that the amount of money that or the funding, the number of positions are larger than should be necessary.
But supporters argue for the work they do, it's priceless.
Without resources like this, it is impossible for those people, for many of those people, to ever get back to freedom.
And that is the argument that advocates are going to be making as this budget moves forward. Again, this is not the final step. This was just the Senate version of the budget. We still have yet to hear from the House, and certainly that is something advocates are going to be pushing for, especially since this does make such a small portion of the budget. They're hoping that the House will take that cut out of their proposed budget. Reporting live in Durham, Tom George, ABC 11 Eyewitness News.